together 100 million. Yes, sir. That is real knowledge. Like this here. Talk to him. Give him something. Skin to skin, bones to clones. Never leave your mind.
Welcome, friends, family, and disgruntled listeners to the 32nd edition of To the Maroon, a show about everything and nothing. I am your host, Danny, aka Captain Maroon, and I will be joined in a minute by my co-host, Sean, also known by his rap name, the Prawn Connoisseur, aka Lil X Hamster. And in today's pod, we talk a little about what the fuck is going on in Venezuela. It's a bit bonkers, mate. It's a bit nutty. And we're no professors, but I know we mentioned Eddie Murphy on the last pod, but we're gonna take a little stabby stab at the situation at what's going on in Venezuela, because it's a bit fucking crazy. Oh, and I would say the main, meat of this pod, though, we talk about a review of 2025 and our resolutions that we nailed and those that we failed. And some that we maybe not cheated, maybe blurred the lines of accomplishment. Yeah, okay. Then we talk about our 2026 New Year's resolutions. And Sean ends the pod with his MonkeyPod story, which is, is all time. So buckle in for that. And with that, let's go on a journey, my fellow Maroons. Philosopher, help me out here.
Give it. West Coast back in the fold, bringing the fire like that Santa in a window. Sooner or later, gotta acknowledge this game. OG balance with that Minecraft thing. Hood to hood connections all across the globe. Putting these vibes back where they belong. Been better since I stepped onto the scene. Kind of lyrics make your mama wanna sing. Unlock these doors, let me in. It's a philosopher with the gift of being musical tracks, beginning to the end. California.
I say, and I think this might have been you, but another prediction that's already come true is they're trying to get people to look away from the Epstein files. So they're going to go to war with Venezuela.
Yep.
And not even one day in, they've already gone to war with Venezuela.
Yeah.
Yeah. They kidnapped their president, which shows that this has been planned for months. They knocked out all the power down there, but it's the prediction of they're going to try and veer people away from the Epstein files. It's damn, you guys didn't even wait a couple weeks into the new year.
No,
it was day 2.
No,
we're going to do that. Yeah. So yeah, the scams are already starting.
Yeah.
The Epstein distractions have already started.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just going to continue on.
Yeah. Also, Venezuela is an interesting target because they just happen to, and I'm sure you've heard this because everyone has by now, just happen to have the world's largest oil reserves.
Yeah.
They're saying, funny enough, all these things are saying now, reporting, well, they have the largest oil reserves, but only 1% of the global supply. It's okay. What?
Yeah,
they still have the largest amount of oil.
They still have,
which means you could have the largest amount to distribute, which we conveniently
they just don't constantly. They don't pump all their oil at once. They're just doing, a little bit of oil.
Right.
Yeah.
And now we're saying, hey, and we're going to distribute it to anyone who wants it for a fair price. Dude, and speaking of gold, Venezuela, because I took a screenshot of it, has 161 metric tons of gold. That's about $22 billion of gold, which happens to be
the
largest gold holdings in Latin America. So they have the most oil reserves in the world and the largest gold holdings in Southern America. And we're like,
they might even have the most crypto, like Bitcoin.
yeah, it's possible.
I think they're the ones, like they have like some active volcano, and they're using like the heat from it to like generate, like this power generation for like some crypto farm they have.
Wow.
And they're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna have this crypto farm for the nation's crypto reserves.
Yeah.
So makes them a target.
I was gonna say, so I think it's I kind of get it. That president, he looked real shady to me too. He gotta go. we got to get him out of there for the Venezuelans.
We're gonna save the Venezuelan people.
Yeah. We'll decide who's in charge.
Yeah.
We'll run the country for a little bit. And
we're gonna run it. We're gonna bring back Juan Guaido, who was the last. They were trying to push him as the puppet for since 2017, and now they have who's it? Machado. She won the Nobel Peace Prize, and then she immediately said, "Oh, Trump deserves this Peace Prize."
Yeah,
and she's been trying to coup the Venezuelan government for like a decade now.
That's my dog, Manny Machado.
That's my dog. Yeah,
Manny Machado.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Do you remember maybe like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago? Is like Trump, he had the State of the Union, and it was like, or not a State of the Union. It was like, he said, "Oh, I have an urgent message for America." And everybody thought it was war with Venezuela. And then he comes out and he says like, "The economy's great. Oh, and anybody saying it's not is a jerk."
Yep.
Thanks, everyone. Yep. I think what happened was they were going to try and coup Venezuela at that point, but something didn't work out. So they said, "Okay, you got to change it." But I think he was going to announce. Yeah, I think he was going to announce that. And they're like, I don't know, some sort of informant or some sort of spy they had. Something got compromised. So they said, "All right, just say something else." And he's like, "The economy's great because of me, and the Democrats are really bad. Everything's good, but if there's anything that's not good, it's because of the Democrats." But yeah, so that's what I think happened. I think that will reveal itself this year, is what that original urgent message from Trump really was about.
I hope you're right, but it seems like more and more it's really easy to not hide things, to distract from no, we're not gonna talk about this. We're actually gonna talk about that rigged, controversial Super Bowl call. That's all right, well, that's not has anything to do with Venezuela. Or no, actually, we're going to talk about what Putin said. He said, did he insinuate Belgium's next? And it's or whatever, and it's like, what? Can't we settle this thing first instead of spinning to the next thing? No. Next topic. To put a cap. I don't know if you have anything on 2025. But I wanted to put a cap on it real quick since we're, not even the first week here into 2026. And I know we just talked about how it was the year of gambling, but we also had, I don't know if you remember, some New Year's resolutions from 2025 that people enjoyed. I found out people enjoyed tracking the achievements and, more importantly, the fails of the New Year's resolutions, because I think it's very relatable. And so
absolutely.
Do we want to go real quick through the resolutions? Because
go through them.
Which were yours? I think yours were to masturbate less or not at all. And I don't know how far you made it. I don't think you made it a pretty good way there, but you didn't make it. It wasn't you didn't run the marathon.
Yeah.
But
I was no Thomas the motherfucking Tank. But yeah, I think I went about a month. So I'll take it.
Hey, you did the No Nut November in January, basically.
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
jumped it. Okay, look at you. I salute you, sir. A month is a month, and you set a goal. You tried your damnedest,
Yeah.
and you know.
I'm gonna go for 2 months again, or something. I'm going for 2 months this year. But yeah, 2025, I had don't jerk off, and then as much, and then the other one was originally I was gonna buy a house, and then I said
Right.
maybe I don't want to live in the United States anymore, and increasingly more and more that is looking like the right decision.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I'm going to move to a different country. And I didn't move, but I did travel to New Zealand for 2 weeks. So,
Hey.
partial win on that, but I didn't complete the letter of the law, letter of the resolution.
I mean, honestly, if your thing was to buy a house, but then you were not sure of the location, you're like, well, I want to buy it outside of, the country I'm living now. And then you weren't sure which country, things got murky there. I mean, buying a house is a pretty big, most people, their New Year's resolution, is like, I want to lose 20 pounds or something. I want to lose some weight. I want to, cut out a food. You're like, I want to make a $1 million
biggest purchase of my life.
Purchase of my life and be committed for 30 years to a coffin that I'm going to die in.
Yeah.
With high interest. And then, you pussyfoot it. And someone's like, you didn't follow up on your New Year's resolution. Like, shove it, Tommy fucking, 2 sticks over here. Fucking talking shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's a part of the New Year's resolutions, putting them out there. Is if you put them out there, people can slam them. But you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm putting mine out there. And I am going to review mine because I feel like the Don't Jerk Off one was pretty good.
It's hard to beat.
It was hard to beat. Mine was, to review real quick, was to get the podcast out, which I feel like I did. I didn't do initially. There was definitely some summer months off there. There was some time there where the pod was not getting out, but I feel like I've gotten a fucking schedule now, and I've at least gotten it out semi-regularly. So check on that one. Another one was eat slightly less Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I'm happy to report I had no Taco Bell. Zero.
Fuck, that's really good.
Woo!
Shit.
To me, that's knocking out a New Year's resolution.
That was a big deal.
Yeah. 0, dude. So you know what I had the other day?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell! Got the cantina chicken, quesadilla, keep seeing on TV. I hear the double deckers back. Yeah. Ordered all the things, and my body immediately was like, what the fuck? Like, I thought we're done with this. I get the taco shits and everything. I mean, it's just like, dude, when you eat it on the regular, you're just like, hey, whatever. It's part of my diet. When you cut it out.
Yeah.
When you cut it out and then you go, it's kind of like not smoking for a year or not drinking, right? Whatever it is, a thing that a vice you were doing all the time. Try not drinking Coca-Cola for like a year or multiple years. No soda. And then drink it. It'll like your throat almost like seizes up. Your sarcophagus is like, this is meant to like clean things.
What did you say? Your what?
I said sarcophagus.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'll see if you're paying attention. Anyway, so I had no Taco Bell, had some. My body immediately rejected it. And now I'm like,
cool.
Maybe I was onto something here with the with the slightly less Taco Bell. Maybe it needs to be like a, it's like a once in a while treat. Like when you go to like a baseball game and you have like a bunch of hot dogs and beer. You're like, I'm here.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Treat it like that as opposed to like, it's Tuesday. Kind of hungry. Give me some TBZ. put some sour cream and the mild sauce and just fucking.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
No,
right?
Taco Bell's a big deal. That's a big win.
Thank you. Which I feel like saves my last resolution, which was learn about dogs. And that one, I fucking cheated the hell out of that one. I kept pushing off. No, I want to do it. No, I want to do it. I'm going to do it. You know what I did, Sean? Like a little sneak thief, like a little cheat, like a little swindler. Like on New Year's Eve, I made a new Google Drive folder. I called it my doggy dossier. and I took some random facts of terriers and bulldogs and French. And I'm like, look, I'm learning. Learning's a process, Sean. You don't just learn it all one day. You don't go, I've learned everything about dogs, right? Isn't that insane? Who says that? Oh, I've learned everything. I want to learn about, what do you want to learn about? Science. Oh, did you learn it? Yeah, I've learned it all.
Yeah, I've learned all the science that is possible. Yeah.
It's like, screw you. Did you know there's over 300 dog breeds?
Didn't know that.
And I was trying to take a profile pic of all of them. And I realized this is a bit absurd. Did you know that there are 7 groups of dogs?
No.
See, I'm learning some stuff. I might have 11th hour it, but I'm learning some stuff. And I feel like my favorite group is probably the toy. No. Toy dogs are the small little dog, the yappy dogs. I can't do it. Probably, I'm a hound person. I probably have to go with hound. But terriers are really intelligent, apparently. So I know I can't get a terrier because a terrier is going to be onto my bullshit immediately. Like a terrier has high energy, and they're just like, "Hey, man, you need to like give me, stimulus." And I'm just like fucking like laying on the couch playing Balatro,
Balatro,
fucking playing, losing at poker, and I'm like, "Look, man, you want like a walk? Didn't we do one like a week ago?" That's in my calendar. Saturday walk. It's Thursday. What are we doing here? Yeah.
New Year's Eve walk.
New Year's Eve walk. Yeah. My sister warned me. She was like, I wanted to get a husky when I was thinking about getting a dog, and she was like, don't get a husky. She was like, I know you. They're a lot of energy. I'm like, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it'll like force me to, fucking like be active. Like it's like literally like the dog's like I'm gonna destroy your house unless you get me out of here right now. We go run. I'm gonna start just like chewing like your fucking cables to your Xbox.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh shit. Right. I'm not dealing with this properly. So yeah, maybe it'll be a good thing. But so yeah. Anyway, 2025. I feel like 2 out of 3 ain't bad, and the learning about dogs again. I feel like I technically under the gun did it, and it's not like I'm done learning. The doggy dossier will go on. I will keep adding to it once in a while because there's a lot. There's a lot to know about dogs. It's kind of overwhelming. I was like, oh yeah, how much can there be? It's like, oh. I don't know the difference between a bull, a staffy, and an Amstaff, and I've looked it up multiple times recently. And if someone put a gun to my head and showed me photos, is this kind of dog or this kind of dog? I'd be like, look, I didn't get to see the Niners win a Super Bowl. I'm kind of happy with my life. I'm okay with my life choices. You can just pick one of them. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna die. I've seen this movie. That coin flip ain't fitty.
Woo! Right out the gate, a lot of laughs.
So 2026. Do we want to make any 2026 resolutions? Do you want to put any out there now? I got a few.
Yeah. Why don't you go first, and then I'll follow up as I get inspiration.
Yeah, I'm kind of ambushing you on this, but I put a little thought into mine. So 2026 New Year's resolutions. I kind of had a theme last time, and I'm going to stick with it. I picked 3 things. One of them was like a personal goal, one was a goal for the pod, and then one was like a knowledge goal. And I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to stick with that just to keep it consistent. And also because I'm lazy and I'm, not original. So here we go. Personal goal. Last one was eat slightly less Taco Bell. This one is I want to do 25 push-ups a day minimum. And my buddy said that's too little. When I told him my goal the other day, he said you got to go for like 50 or something. And so right now I'm debating, is it 25 or 50? Because 25, you could do, right? And I wanted to make it a realistic goal that I would do, because I'm not doing anything active right now. I feel like I did the diet thing. Okay, cut down the fast food. Now it's like, let's get active here. I've woken up a few days here. We're like, did I just pull my back by like standing up from the toilet? Like, what is happening here? How old am I getting? So 25 is realistic. 50 is more of a goal. So what do you think?
I think 25, and then each month you add 5 more.
Ooh, an amendment. Ooh.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Okay. Until
you get to December.
Okay. I don't know if I could add 5 more every month, but I like where I like the idea of starting at a minimum and then adding to it and having Yeah,
you don't want to have a really big minimum.
Right.
You want a one that you can hit and then build upon it.
Exactly. Because like I know I could do 25 push-ups. Do I know I could do 50? Yeah. But now that's a point where, you're like 2 weeks in, whatever, a month in, and you're going, oh my fucking God. Oh my, here we go. The 50, I want to make it where it's like a thing where I'm like, it's brushing your teeth. You don't even think about it. All right, here we go. Let me do my push-ups. So yeah, I like your amendment of the 25 with the adding 5 more at the end of every month, because I feel like it's realistic. Okay, so that's one. Second one, this will be for the pod, and that is to social media. I hate social media. I absolutely cannot stand social media for what it's done to society and people and communication and relationships and how we judge each other, right? And value our life and compare it to others and blah, blah, blah. Watch Social Dilemma, right? And I mean, if you're aware of this stuff, if you know, you know. However, dude, there's no way to avoid it. If you want to grow something in this fucking bullshit world in this day and age, you have to use social media. And I feel like if I keep it to like the one I'm going to make for this pod, if I just keep it for that, and just take like, what do you call it? Shorts, or clips from the stuff that we do and just make it about that and not like, hey, this is me getting a Reuben sandwich, or like, hey, these are my thoughts on the election, or I just, I had a really bad day. I'm at the airport and I had to have a layover. Like, who fucking cares, right? That's the shit. I'm like, whatever. But if I can keep it about the pod, I feel like it would be more beneficial. There's a reason to it, and Anyway, and I feel like it's the only way it's going to grow outside of me just telling my like family member once in a while, hey, you watching the pod? And they're like, you have a pod? Then I'm like, all right, another listener. We're up to 10. So yeah, that's good
shit.
Right? Got a professional one, if you will, or one for the pod, personal one. And then I kind of want to keep the knowledge one, although I kind of feel like I cheated that one. So I don't know if I want to have that. That's the one I'm kind of flexible right now. That's why I kind of want to see what yours were, and if I'm gonna do another knowledge one, or if like maybe I'll just do an extension of the dog one, or if maybe I don't know. That the third resolution right now, I'm kind of like, I'm stroking my half-ass beard here.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on yours or
let's see. Yeah, no, I think yours are legit. In terms of mine, and this is mainly coming off of the Venezuela stuff and me coming back from New Zealand. It's like, I got to get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. Like, and I wish there was like another way that I could think about this, but I don't see any real future for me or for anybody, or certainly for me in the US. And I'm thinking of like career stuff or, like the physical fitness stuff. I'm doing pretty good on both of those. But in terms of like the world, like, like I don't see a future in the United States. So I think I just have that's my one resolution is like, I gotta, like, because I do want to travel more now that I've traveled to New Zealand. And I realized I traveled a lot when I was a kid and I hated it because I was forced to.
Yeah.
So I never traveled outside I traveled in the country, but I never traveled outside the country as an adult on my own.
Yep.
So New Zealand was really the first adult outside the country I ever did. But now I'm realizing, oh man, I want to go to, Southeast Asia, like China or something, or Singapore or whatever. I want to go to someplace in South America, not Venezuela right now.
I mean, you want excitement.
Yeah, true.
Every day, roll the dice.
Every day order. I want to go to someplace in the Middle East, one time in my life. The little goal is just to travel again. Can I travel to another place, like China or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
But the bigger goal is I got to get out while I still can.
Yeah.
Before World War III and the AI bubble collapse and all of that shit, which is coming, and that'll be more the 2026 predictions versus the resolutions. We're just talking about resolutions right now. So the one resolution, get on out. That's my resolution.
It seems like your kind of first step of that is the traveling and seeing, because where you'd want to leave or where you want to move to. I didn't mention.
Yeah, I mean, it would be New Zealand for sure. I mean, I want to see if there's other places I want to go, but just from going to New Zealand, it's like, oh yeah, I would go here over United States. If those are my two choices, it'd be like, yeah, all right, I'm going. Bye.
Yeah, actually, let's, because you kept teasing it. Let's talk about your trip, dude. So you just came back from a pretty lengthy trip. Where'd you go?
Yeah, so it was about 2 weeks, and I went to New Zealand. I had vacation time that I had to use, and I've been kind of afraid of doing anything, and that's just my nature. But I ended up booking the trip. I went to Honolulu, stayed for a couple of days in Honolulu, then went to Auckland. Stayed about a week in Auckland.
Where's Auckland?
Which is their main. Auckland, New Zealand. It's the main. I don't know. Is it the I think it is the capital, but it's like their biggest city in New Zealand. It's like the northern New Zealand.
Gotcha.
So stayed there for about a week. Then I went to. It's called Mount Maunganui. It's kind of a beach town. Oh my god, that was nice. Then came back to Auckland. Back to Honolulu, and then back to Portland. And altogether, it was probably about 2.5 weeks of travel.
It's a long time.
Long time. And man, I'd say overall, yeah, it was really good. I'm glad I did that. And I think going to Honolulu. I mean, that was all right, but it was like, geez, I'm trying to remember. The beach, the sun was blazing, so I got sunburned like the first day. So that wasn't too great. And I remember the next day, geez, this story sticks out in my mind. So there's some laughs here. But anyways, it's kind of towards the end of the day, and I wanted to go to MonkeyPod. And MonkeyPod's kind of known for their cheesecake and their fries. And
MonkeyPod.
It's a bit, yeah, like it's definitely well known, and it was in Maui, and they spread it to Oahu, and the main island and stuff like that. So I said, okay, I want to go to MonkeyPod. And I'm about to cross the street, and there's some guy like next to me. And I could not for the life of you tell me what he originally said, but he's kind of looking my way, and I can smell the alcohol coming off this guy. And he's walking to where I'm going. So I look the other way, and he goes, blah, 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 blah. And then he holds out his hand for a fist bump, and I fist bump him.
Yeah.
And I so where are you going? We're going to get drinks. And he has this like very thick, like raspy Boston accent.
Yeah. Like
my
smoking
God.
cigarettes out of the womb, kind of.
Well, yeah, cigarettes, and it was just cigarettes and this, like, I can't even do the, Boston, Boston, this thick Boston accent. Plus, yeah, just like years of alcoholic abuse and cigarette abuse.
Here.
And I remember we're walking, and I said, "Oh yeah, I'm going there too, MonkeyPod." And he says, "MonkeyPod," and I'm like, "What?
Monkeypox?
MonkeyPod?" And he goes, "No, MonkeyPod." And I said, "What the heck? What?" He goes, "Monkey Man." And I'm like, "No, it's MonkeyPod." And he says, "I call it Monkey Man." And it's like, what the fuck is going on with this dude? And his nephew's with him too. And his nephew is just like completely embarrassed about this guy. And we're walking over. He's like, "Monkey Man," because when I go there, I turn into a monkey man. And I'm like, fucking Christ.
Oh, man.
I didn't sign up for this shit.
Oh,
so
man.
anyways, we're walking to MonkeyPod, and we go to sit at the bar, and the bar's full. And he says, "I know the bartender." Which means
so you joined these people. You're like,
well,
you know what?
No, I did not. I was involuntarily joined to these people, and
that's how it starts,
he says,
Sean.
"I know the bartender." And what that means, when anybody says, "I know the bartender," that doesn't mean they know the bartender outside. That means they've been there once before.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And the bartender recognizes their face. Like,
not even that.
And sometimes not even that.
They recognize the bartender's face.
Right.
Bartender's probably forgotten these chumps.
So, I've seen that. I've seen the bartender. They go, "Hey," and the bartender's like, who the fuck are you? Yeah. We're not best pals.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they end up, he starts talking to the bartender. And in this case, she does, "Oh, yeah."
She goes, "What's up, Monkey Man?" You're like, I have a lot of regrets now. This guy actually might be pretty cool.
No, and he was not. He was a alcohol has destroyed this person's soul.
Monkey Man.
So anyways, Monkey Man. And then I go, so I actually walk back out to the front. And I say, "Hey, I want to get something to go." And she says, "Oh yeah." And I say, "I just want a slice of the strawberry pie." And she goes, "Okay, it'll be ready in 2 or 3 minutes." And I'm like, phew, thank God. And so I'm looking to see if these guys are going to come back out to try and find me. And luckily they don't. And I'm kind of like hidden behind, I'm kind of like stealthy, sleuthing behind a wall. She says, "Okay, here it is." And I pay it. I swipe my credit card. I leave, and I'm like, "Oh, thank Jesus! Thank a God I don't believe in for that, because I was not gonna fucking deal with that shit. The fucking
Oh,
bullshit on some people. Like, what a fucking society fucking reject this guy is. Like, he smells like a. So he's probably been drinking all day, and then he goes to drink all night. Like, we talked about New Year's resolutions.
Sean, you can't get hungover if you keep drinking. Go on.
Yeah, well, no, and it's like, I mean, I'm thinking like, oh, I don't want to eat as much Taco Bell. It's like, that is nothing compared to the New Year's resolution this guy needs. He needs to be like, how about you don't drink every single moment that you're not at work, which is what this guy's doing. Like,
what do you
as
mean
soon as
not
he's
at
off
work?
I mean, for all I know, probably at work. But yeah, I mean,
it's
like
5 o'clock somewhere for the Monkey Man.
it's Monkey Man 5 o'clock. Yeah, I can't. It's just so raspy, the voice he had. But like, man, I think I remember looking at him and I'm like, I have regrets in my life, or like, oh, I wish I was more this or more that, or whatever it is. And I look at this guy and like, I am so fucking glad I'm not this guy. I mean, he truly gives me hope.
Yeah.
Because I'm not him.
And King Shingle is right. He is not him. To be honest, I think King Shingle was jealous a little bit of Monkey Man. His brother from another mother grabbing a hootsie and a beer, make love not war, chasing a cat up a parked car, up the Harvard Yard, up Fenway Park, Monkey Man with Marky Mark. Damn, I should have been a Boston rapper. What am I doing? Me and my teddy bear should have been a Boston rapper. We could have been going all over Massachusetts, being my mass host. All right, now I'm losing it. Thanks again for listening on our journey to the Maroons.
Who's gonna cry? Does anybody say goodbye? Does anybody ride? Who's gonna funk with me down the way? 100-bar episode by your boy The Train, aka the Philosopher, building back the tracks back to back to back. Believe that. Yeah, he gave it to me, so I'ma give it back. Yeah, he gave it to me, I'ma give it back. Believe that. He gave it to me. Yeah, he gave it to me. Yeah.
Think I'm sick of talking to you.
Yeah, no, I fit my cap too.